does make me laugh sometimes when I see the old-timers or legends in our business talking about they give away too much and they tell people the insider stuff too much. Meanwhile, they're on a podcast where they do exactly that every single day and have been doing it for years.
Hey guys, it's Triple H. You're listening to Busted Open Now. WWE Radio on Sirius XM. Now, okay, fine. I made a lot of friends in the wrestling business. I've documented many times and made it. And of course, when Paul shipped me over to SmackDown when I get kicked out of Evolution, I was good friends with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. The one unlikely friend I had was Chris Benoit. And I say unlikely because everyone knew me as a joker, kid that basically took things a little less seriously, whereas Chris was intense and loved wrestling, which I think really was serious. The difference between Chris and others is Chris treated me like a man. So every time I have any encounter with Chris, he treated me like a man. And when someone treats you like a man, unlike Triple H calling you a dipshit all the time, you tend to want to be a man and mature and serious. And I was very serious with Chris. Besides that, we shared a lot in common. First, we both lived in Atlanta, so anytime we traveled to or from shows, we were usually on the same airplane. Next, he had his son Daniel, who was 3 years old. I had his son Marcus, who was also 3 years old. So we talked about future possible play dates together. And to be honest, every time he'd come home for a trip,
On the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. Two teams hoping to finish the season with a victory in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the San Jose State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Jacksonville State's head coach told me before the game, his motivation is really clear for his team today. They didn't make the college football playoff. There could be disappointment. He said, we're not looking back. We are so excited to get this opportunity to launch into next season. A bowl game gives more practice time, more opportunity to give young guys chances for development. He said, we're going to showcase what we can be next season starting today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Gamecocks offense will get the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Might as well give it to him again. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Savage. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught by Williams on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right side, it's Savage. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They just keep firing. Turns it upfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Nick?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Weaver. Makes the grab over the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Working the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to squeak through the pile. Crosses the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Hits inside. It's Paul. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Paul. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass, it's Weaver. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Anderson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the ground game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning them.
Looking for a big play. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Left side is Riley. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeps it moving. It's Bates. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Look out! All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Reese, great energy in that building and a fun first half in this Idaho Potato Bowl. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Idaho Potato Bowl.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Tied up, bound up. So that's just a horrible, horrible thing. But I think on June 22nd, 2007, I think it was the case of both were coming down and hydrocodone at the same time.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Jacksonville State has it back and the Gamecocks will go to work. Handoff from the gun. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Paul. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Trying to pound it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the punishment has been extended.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Out wide left, it's Riley. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass, it's Weaver. He's got it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On play action. Rush right in his face. Left side, it's McClure. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
And the try is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quick give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Williams. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocking.
Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The San Jose State offense is back on the field.
LA Knight has been talking shit about Roman Reigns and the bloodline now for months and months and months. It only makes sense that, hey, Roman Reigns is going to be great.
Megastar wearing a Walmart watch. He's showing off his own watch.
Moving the pocket, it's Weaver. Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Long way to go on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Pulls it in. It's McClure.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
To throw, it's Weaver. They're all over it. Nice move there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, looking for a man. He'll try to do it himself. Williams open on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tough run here. It's Paul. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Throws it off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Rolls right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He'll do it himself. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it again on the option. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look